Kami-sama. Ikute. Yoshimitsu. Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle.
待たせたようだな。
Lovely Tom's craving for a good time.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
Here I come!
Round 3. Fight.
Take this! Here I come! Ida!
Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight.
Time to play!
受けてみろ。
Time for dessert. Enjoy. Come over here. Let me talk to you real close.
Round 1. Fight.
It's getting hot. Get whipped. Here I come.
これで終わらせる。
Round two. Fight.
It's getting hot! Bye-bye! Take this! It's your turn to shine, baby. Sound like it, right? You've been very
KO. Round three. Fight.
Here I come!
Round four. Fight.
Time to play! Bye-bye! Time for dessert. Enjoy.
Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle.
待たせたようだな。
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
てみろ。待たせたようだ。
Round one. Fight.
受けてみろ。
Round two. Fight. ？Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight.
は雑魚だったな。
Round 2. Fight.
受けてみろ。
Round 3. Fight.
デビルの血を引くのは俺だけでいい。
Fight.
こ とどめだ。所詮は雑魚だったな。デビルの血を引くのは俺だけでいい。
Get ready for the next battle.
Hello everyone, this is RetroZic81, and the reason I titled this broadcast here, this gameplay, Tekken 8, it's 1995, is because I used to look this way, dress this way after class in the changing room, but that's one way that I remember myself. RetroZic81 back online. Okay, so yeah, one way I remember myself is, like I said, the way I dress. Just a basic karate gi, or in Korean, it's known as a dobak. They call it in Korean, but this, what it means to me, this, the way the get up, that Jin looks. So I'm gonna translate it like this. Okay, so this depiction of what Jin looks like here with this karate gi, being a white belt. I proved all these moves that over the years keep trying to give me the challenge, but over the years I remember that I proved these moves, but most of the moves were proved just this year in 1995. And so, you know, like that's the way I remember myself training, the way I remember myself having the talent and the real body of this guy. See, this is what they depicted also that I would look like, I believe, if I kept training if I had both have to have money and the royalties that were supposed to be in my name on the degree, which they only made me a ninth up, which is like an insult in a way. I mean, I don't want to say that, but I can't become a black belt or a gray belt in my own system of a jiu-jitsu system like in the Hazuki style and other arts because, you know, that, I mean, I can in a way. They're giving me that. It appeared on the degree. They were giving me that. And I think they were actually trying to follow through with that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, there's a lot of, like, dynamical works going on here, if that's the right word. And so, the gameplay, let me explain this. Just because I lost, like, all 3 or 4 battles here, matches in this game, is just, let me explain that. I don't know how to use this character with my fingers and hands very well, but I am doing a lot of the moves I'm used to doing in class that came from Holsham Souls, that came from watching Bloodsport, Kickboxer 1 and 2, and also, you know, what I'm saying is that, and yes, the white belt that I would wear, I was only like 5'6" or 5'7" in height at the time. So to me, it's like if game creators or no, my Dons or someone knew I was going to be 5'9", if that's what, you know, I'm supposed to be when I'm an adult. And that's actually what the height of Ryu Hazuki is supposed to be, 5'9". So this does make a lot of sense to this game in a lot of ways, but what I'm trying to really say about this, you know, I know, like, kids like this video game, teenagers like this video game, adolescent kids and teens, same thing, even adults, young adults, like 18 to 25 or 30 years old, you know, nobody really grows up and matures fully until they really do. It might take a whole lifetime for someone to mature, and they'll never mature as an adult should be. So what I'm trying to say here is that I was a very mature martial arts student this year, and I think, we'll see, let me explain this. It's not, I think, but before I get ahead of myself, the Don instructor wanted me to say and agree to things in the changing room that I did not want to say and agree upon. But I felt like, because the time he tested me, and they used this likeness in Shenmue, the animation, when Guizhang, you know, okay, when Guizhang fast reflexes, he attacks Ryuzuki real fast, but in the change room, this is what my Don teacher did to me, exactly what Guizhang does to Ryuzuki in Shenmue, the animation. She was testing. So that's another reason something else, more things may have went wrong that year in 1995, because I felt like I had to like do what the teacher says, and I felt in a way intimidated by the teacher. But I did respect him. I respected him still, but what I'm really saying is that, yes, because they did certain things and they made me sign waivers and stuff about Shenmue and Tekken or whatever, I never was recognized and accepted. And, you know, my parents never came to class. They just dropped me off from a deep jewel green Mercury Villager, 1993 year, I believe it was. And it's weird, it's the same one that I last saw, the Grand Master of the Bar Federation, local Wyandotte area, Russ Hankey. I shook his hand for one last time. He was driving in a deep jewel green Villager. That was very, it's like, in an ironic way, it was strange and interesting, but I don't know why he was driving in the same deep jewel green Villager. I shook his hand at the Lincoln Park Region 5 Center And so I'm wondering, like, they must have really been impressed with me, all these Dons. And this Don I shook his hand with was 9th Don or 10th Don or something. He's a really high up Don in the world. So I've impressed Dons all around the entire planet. This one class, 1995. This significant, prominent degree is something that Michigan does not want to respect in my name because I'm too glorious, I'm too good, I'm too awesome, I'm too I'm too much for people to handle. And I don't want to brag, but that talent that I displayed in class is inspired, I believe, even in the new kickboxing movie, because they used that cartwheel kick in that movie. That's one of the moves I did, and nobody taught me that move. It's just a lot of these moves I did on my own is just my own kind of a martial artist and the spiritual way that I naturally am that year. So because I was never respected over all these years, I never was this person at like 25. You know, I was this person at 14 years of age. Now, I don't think I can be him again, this Jin or Ryuzuki, but I don't know if it's worth it sometimes. I don't know. What should I do about this? Because they did accept me to train a few years ago, and then, you see, this is the whole problem. Everything I speak about in my YouTube channel, my history, is following up with, it all goes back to this year, and I cannot just let this go in a way, because very strong way, I know this is what I'm supposed to be, and this is the way I remember myself as a white belt, doing these things, just the natural spark of the talent that I had, that I don't know what I have still today, but it's just, this is how I remember myself. It's Jin, Zama, and Ryuzuki. And one reason I say this is because they put this in my degree. There's a lot I could say about Jin and Ryuzuki. I could talk about them all day, probably. Might make me a little crazy. Might make me happy. It might make me feel better about myself. It might make someone else feel a little crazy. But what should I say about it? See, so these moves I did, like, see this move? I'll show you. This move here, I did this at a GUP test. Should have been a Don test, because I broke a black belt, a Don board, a Don breakaway board. That's what I broke it with on that move. See, that's like a front snap kick or something. It's in Subaku, this move. This is from Bloodsport. Just copied that. But they do the same move in Subaku. Spinning side kick. And this here is from Kickboxer 2. I watched the movie. I did it in class. This reminds me of double slam. Maybe you could call it that from Shenmue. Or Akira does that same move. Yes, Akira does the same move in Virtual Fighter. This double front kick. I did this at 10 years old also. Now it's 10 I did this. Now I was 14 I did this. They use that to make this, and this is coming from a Hoshin Soul. That's from the Hoshin Soul in that way. They also make it out like this is maybe like Kyogan Shodan. I think they might be making it like it's Kyogan Shodan, but it's not really Kyogan Shodan. It could also be considered Hoshin Soul from the white belt, and that's how they made the game. I think it's this like that. It's common sense. It's martial artists, and they added a front kick to it. There you have it. It's Jin. Let's make Jin. He looks like Kenner, right? Got big, broad shoulders, but he might have a look, and they may have joked with Dons about me being Kenner, but what am I going to say to that? I still had a lot of power in my hips and thighs, and Yes, I had a lot of power in my hips and thighs. And I put cherries for when I claim that it's 1995 because, well, all the female women that were girls, women, I don't know what to say, that they all wanted me like that. And the reason I want to say that is because there's truth to that. I had a spiritual way about me doing these martial arts. I had like severe anxiety problems this year. I did this talent for TEKKEN and Shenmue. And, you know, I finally, it's so stupid because I figured out I think that really, I believe that my cure and the hope of me getting better from this problem with mental illness, you know, I didn't know how to explain, like, I thought being a spiritual person in other religions and one or two or something was going to help me, but I didn't know, and I'm only 14 years of age. I look like a man. I look like a military person doing this, but I didn't know what my solution was, and that's probably because of my background that I don't like talking about. It's just it's a wild coincidence that, you know, this is real, true to me. I know it's the truth about what I'm talking about, this video games, but I have to say this because I need to claim this too, way, and not in a way. I need to be claiming this. It's not right. It's not right. All the things I went through and the things that happened, and I'm leaving this broadcast at this. Thank you everyone for tuning in my broadcast. This is Retro Uzuki 81.